Hello, devoted fans of TV Day's Drama Digest. Buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the swirling tempest of secrets, betrayals, and shocking revelations that define the world of Days of Our Lives. Salem, that iconic town where drama festers like an untamed wildfire, is about to be rocked to its core by the return of one of its most fiery residents, Sami Brady. Her homecoming promises to ignite a powder keg of emotions, unearth buried truths, and unravel the enigma surrounding the mysterious figure known as Kat. Is Kat truly who she claims to be, or is she an impostor hiding a jaw-dropping secret? Let's peel back the layers of this tantalizing storyline and explore the possibilities that await as Sami storms back into Salem. The air in Salem is thick with anticipation. The town, still reeling from the devastating loss of John Black, is a cauldron of grief, suspicion, and unresolved tensions. Marlena Evans, Salem's beloved matriarch, is grappling with the profound sorrow of losing her soulmate. Her heart aches, her spirit is battered, and the void left by John's death threatens to consume her. Enter Sami Brady, Salem's prodigal daughter, a woman whose fiery spirit and unrelenting determination have left an indelible mark on the town's history. Sami's return is not just a homecoming, it's a seismic event that could shift the very foundations of Salem's intricate web of relationships and secrets. Sami Brady's journey back to Salem is fraught with emotional weight. Her decision to return is driven by an unshakable sense of duty to her mother, Marlena, who is struggling to navigate the crushing grief of John's passing. John Black, a pillar of strength and love in Marlena's life, was taken from her in a heartbreaking twist that left fans reeling. His death has cast a long shadow over Salem, and Marlena, despite her resilience as a psychiatrist and confidant to so many, is struggling to find her footing. Sami, ever the devoted daughter, when she's not stirring up chaos, knows she must be by her mother's side to offer solace and strength. However, Sami's return was delayed by an unexpected twist that only Days of Our Lives could deliver. Sydney DiMera, Sami's daughter, suffered an injury at the airport, a dramatic incident that threw a wrench into Sami's plans. Picture the scene, a bustling airport terminal, travelers rushing to their gates, and Sydney, caught in a moment of chaos, sustaining an injury that halts Sami's journey. The details of the accident remain shrouded in mystery. Perhaps a collision with a runaway luggage cart or a slip on a polished floor, but it's a stark reminder that in Salem, even the simplest plans can spiral into chaos. Fans took to social media, speculating wildly about the implications of Sydney's injury. Was it an accident, or is there a darker force at play? After all, in Salem, nothing is ever as it seems. Once Sydney is stabilized, Sami wastes no time. She boards the next flight to Salem, her heart heavy with worry for her mother and her mind racing with the challenges that await. The delay has only heightened the stakes, and Sami's arrival in Salem is nothing short of electric. The moment she steps off the plane, the town feels the ripple effect of her presence. Sami Brady is back, and she's ready to confront whatever secrets Salem has been hiding. At the heart of this unfolding drama lies Kat, a figure who has intrigued and perplexed Salem's residents since her arrival. Kat's presence in town is like a puzzle with missing pieces. Everyone senses there's more to her story, but no one can quite put their finger on it. Her polished exterior, her familiarity with the Green family, and her cryptic remarks have raised eyebrows and sparked whispers. Who is Kat, really? And why does her presence feel like a ticking time bomb? Kat's backstory is murky at best. She claims to be a member of the Green family, but her knowledge of their history is almost too perfect, as if rehearsed. Rumors swirl that Kat underwent extensive plastic surgery, a procedure that supposedly altered her appearance, but left her with an uncanny grasp of the Green family's past. Yet, the more we learn about Kat, the less certain we become. There's a theory, whispered in hushed tones among Salem's gossip circles, that Kat isn't Kat at all. Could she be an impostor? A doppelganger? Or, in true Day's fashion, something far more sinister? The most chilling possibility is that Kat Green died long ago, and the woman walking among Salem's residents is an ICE agent planted to take down the notorious Clyde Weston. Clyde, a villain whose shadow looms large over Salem, has been a thorn in the side of the town's heroes for years. His criminal empire, built on manipulation and violence, is a constant threat, and the ICE has long sought to dismantle it. Could Kat be their secret weapon? An agent trained to mimic the real Kat, with memories implanted to ensure her cover is airtight? The idea is as thrilling as it is unsettling. If true, Kat's every move is calculated, her every word a potential clue to her true identity. Sami's return to Salem sets the stage for a dramatic collision with Kat. The two women have never met, but their paths are destined to cross in a way that could change everything. It all begins with a seemingly innocuous moment. Kat, flipping through a stack of old photos during a visit to the DiMera mansion, stumbles across a picture of Sami. Her reaction is instantaneous, a flicker of recognition, a tightening of her jaw, a shadow passing over her eyes. She knows Sami, but from where? The question gnaws at her, and fans are left to wonder. Is this a clue to Kat's true identity, or a red herring designed to keep us guessing? Their eventual meeting is nothing short of explosive. Picture the scene, a crowded Horton Town Square, the heart of Salem, buzzing with activity. Sami, still jet-lagged but determined to check on Marlena, strides through the square, her signature confidence radiating. Kat, meanwhile, is there on a seemingly innocent errand, perhaps picking up a coffee or browsing the local bookstore. Their eyes meet across the bustling plaza, and time seems to slow. Sami, ever perceptive, senses something off about Kat. Perhaps it's the way Kat's smile doesn't quite reach her eyes, or the way she hesitates before speaking. For Kat, the encounter is a jolt of adrenaline. She knows Sami is a force to be reckoned with, and the last thing she needs is someone poking holes in her carefully constructed facade. The conversation that follows is a masterclass in tension. Sami, never one to mince words, wastes no time probing Kat about her background. So, you're a Green, huh? Funny, I don't remember you from the old days, she says, her tone laced with suspicion. Kat deflects with practiced ease, offering vague answers about her time away from Salem and her supposed surgery. But Sami's instincts are razor-sharp, honed by years of navigating Salem's treacherous waters. She senses a lie, and once Sami Brady smells blood, she's relentless. As the storyline unfolds, it becomes clear that Sami and Kat share a connection buried deep in the past. The writers of Days of Our Lives are masters at weaving intricate backstories, and this one is no exception. Perhaps Kat, or the woman posing as Kat, crossed paths with Sami during one of her many adventures outside Salem. Could it have been during Sami's time in Europe, when she was entangled in the DiMera family's schemes? Or perhaps it's tied to a forgotten chapter of the Green family's history, one that Sami stumbled upon during her relentless quest for answers. The most tantalizing theory is that Kat's true identity is linked to a long-ago ISA operation. Imagine this. Years ago, the real Kat Green was caught in the crosshairs of Clyde Weston's criminal empire. To protect her, the ISA faked her death and replaced her with an agent trained to infiltrate Clyde's inner circle. This agent, now living as Kat, was given a new face and a new life, with memories of the Green family implanted to ensure her cover was flawless. But something went wrong. Perhaps the memory implantation wasn't as perfect as the ISA believed, leaving gaps that only someone like Sami could exploit. Sami's investigation into Kat's identity becomes a race against time. The more she digs, the more dangerous it becomes. Clyde Weston, ever the puppet master, is watching from the shadows, and he doesn't take kindly to anyone threatening his plans. If Kat is indeed an ISA agent, her mission to take down Clyde puts her in grave danger, and Sami's relentless pursuit of the truth could blow her cover wide open. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the tension is palpable as Sami inches closer to unraveling the mystery. Amidst the intrigue and deception, the heart of this storyline lies in the bond between Sami and Marlena. Sami's return to Salem is, at its core, an act of love. Marlena, devastated by John's death, is a shadow of her former self. Her grief is raw, palpable, and it's tearing her apart. Sami, for all her flaws, is fiercely protective of her mother. She knows that Marlena needs her now more than ever, and she's determined to be the rock her mother can lean on. Their scenes together are a masterclass in emotional storytelling. Picture Marlena, sitting in her dimly lit living room, clutching a photo of John as tears stream down her face. Sami enters, her usual bravado softened by the sight of her mother's pain. She kneels beside Marlena, taking her hand and whispering words of comfort. "We'll get through this, Mom." Together, she says, her voice breaking. It's a moment that reminds fans why Sami Brady is such a beloved character. Beneath her scheming and drama lies a heart that beats fiercely for her family. But Sami's focus on Marlena doesn't mean she's blind to the storm brewing around Kat. In fact, her determination to protect her mother fuels her suspicion of Kat. If Kat is an impostor, she could be a threat to everyone Sami loves. And if there's one thing Sami Brady doesn't tolerate, it's a threat to her family. As Sami digs deeper, the truth about Kat begins to surface. A chance discovery. Perhaps a hidden file in the ISA's archives or a slip of the tongue from Kat herself reveals the staggering reality. Kat Green is dead, and the woman in Salem is an ISA agent named Jane, trained to impersonate her. Jane's mission was to infiltrate Clyde's organization, but the lines between her cover and her reality have blurred. She's begun to believe she is Kat, and the implanted memories are unraveling, leaving her vulnerable and volatile. The climax of this storyline is a heart-pounding confrontation in the heart of Salem. Sami, armed with the truth, confronts Jane in front of a stunned crowd. The scene is electric. Sami's voice trembles with fury as she lays out the evidence, piece by damning piece. Jane, cornered and desperate, tries to maintain her facade, but the cracks are showing. Clyde, watching from the shadows, realizes his empire is at risk and makes a move that could change everything. Will Sami expose Jane before it's too late? Will Jane's mission to take down Clyde succeed, or will she become another casualty in Salem's endless cycle of betrayal? And how will Marlena, already fragile from John's death, cope with the revelation that another person close to her isn't who they seem? As we await Sami's next move, one thing is certain: Days of Our Lives is delivering a storyline that's as gripping as it is emotional. Sami Brady's return to Salem is a catalyst for change, a spark that will ignite a firestorm of revelations. Kat, or Jane, stands at the center of a web of lies, and Sami is determined to cut through it with surgical precision. The question remains, will the truth set Salem free, or will it tear the town apart? Stay tuned, Days fans. The drama is just beginning, and with Sami Brady back in town, nothing is off limits. What do you think will happen when Sami and Kat's worlds collide? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.